I feel like I'm hovering over you. This is my digital camera on a little tripod, and it's looking up at it's weird. I think when I used to do these videos, I would look up at a webcam, and those kind of suck. Hello. Yes, I know we haven't had a podcast in a while. Actually, the last one we had was, let's take a look. And yes, I am using a Rock Band mic because I could be doing this. No. November 19th. Okay, so it wasn't that long ago. Okay. So this is really a favor to you, or depending on how you see us, this is absolutely abysmal, and you're shutting this video off right now, which is fine. We're going to try to do a podcast this weekend, but, Al got busy with the child. Again, child more important than you. So, that's how it is. But yeah, I actually picked up a few things for Black Friday. First of all, this is working. This is a PSP 3000. I know it's been out for ages, but I have been using this raggedy old busted ass PSP 3000, and actually at the tail end of this, what I want to do is do a comparison between PSN games on PS3, on a PSP and a PS Vita. But first, so this, all right, I don't know if you can see it, but look where my index finger is. That's a crack. That's a crack. And this is the bottom seam, and it's like open, because I opened it, because the D-pad was fucked up, and I had to fix it. So I opened it, and I fixed the contact points. I'm like, yeah, I have a screwdriver, and I could do shit, because I'm me, and I know this stuff. And I couldn't get this closed again, so I was like, hey, no, maybe I don't know so much stuff. So that's janky. This is janky. The battery is like, The battery life is not so great on it. There's like a superficial crack on here. And, old UMD thing. I actually like this better than just the pop-out window, but, it was time for this to retire. And actually, it's time for this to go to a new home. It actually has a bid on this on eBay for $10. I don't care. I just want to get rid of it, and not for free. $10 buys me lunch. So I like lunch. So that's going away. And I don't know, people in video games, people who get this stuff, are, they get the stuff right away, and they, have things to say already about it. And obviously I didn't get this PSP 3000 until now. This has been out for years, so pardon me if this is old news, but this is so fucking light. I feel like I'm gonna break it just by, whatever. I like the profile of it. I like that it's smaller. I like that it's thinner, but it also, I feel like if I'm playing it, it's gonna just slip out of my hands. No, that's not safe for me. I don't know, but I'll live with it. My brother-in-law just got my mom an iPad Mini, and that thing was super light. And I was like, yeah, this feels like I will break it by just like doing this. This is much the same way. Coming from the old PSP 1000 and going to this is very, very jarring, I should say. I don't know how light the 2000 is. Never held it. The screen's nice. I feel like this, the fact that it's not spring-loaded, I feel like it's flimsier. I don't know. Maybe it's actually stronger because it's not spring. I don't know how this works, but it's just, a little bit, makes you a little paranoid. And I have quickly, I had quickly become anti-glossy. Look at all these fingerprints. And also, well, the more important thing is, you know, and I'm playing it, I feel like this is going to slip out of my hands, and that's not helped at all by the fact that this is now flat. The old, oh, I put it away already. Shit. The old PSP had grips. You know, it bulged at the ends right there, and I like that. And this doesn't have that. It's smooth, and you know, if you look at my phone, well, it has a super battery on it with a case, but this is soft touch rubber. There's traction to it, and even the stock case, which is collecting dust here, even this is not glossy. It's soft touch rubber. Now this is glossy, this protective case, but it's also soft touch rubber. It's not like the shiny, slippery plastic. So glossy plastic, bad. Soft touch rubber or glossy rubber, good for handheld devices. Just saying. But in addition to this, I went and I got the Assassin's Creed 3 PS Vita bundle, and it comes with a white PSP. It's just white. It is not branded with Assassin's Creed 3 logos everywhere. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Al has a red God of War PSP, which I think looks alright. My girlfriend has a Mario Kart branded DSi XL, which, again, I think is fine. And actually, like, I like the Assassin's logo, like, of Assassin's Creed, that A. And if that were on the back, that actually would be kind of cool, but, you know, it doesn't bother me either way. Buttons are smaller than the normal PSP. Took me a little bit of getting used to just fiddling around with it. I actually have not played anything substantial on it yet. I did start Vagrant Story, and that is a game that I've never played in my entire life before. And I know, oh, you're gonna be for me. No, I didn't. I just wanted to see what it looked like, and that's going to be the basis for the second part of this video, is looking at what a PS1 classic on this looks like versus what it looks like on this, which we should all be used to. What's the point of it? There's no point. I'm bored. Girlfriend's at a brunch. I'm bored. Al's taking care of the child. I'm bored. I don't feel like playing anything because it takes a little bit of brain power, and I'm just waiting for this coffee to cool down. I started drinking coffee a while ago. This is not good, but I have, so that I can go work out. You know, I'm waiting for this to cool down so I could drink it, get my caffeine boost, go to the gym, and be less fat. So, while I'm waiting, I'll compare Vagrant Stories. But anyway, so I was playing Vagrant Story on the PS Vita, and I noticed the buttons were a bit smaller, and I don't like that as much, but they're still okay. I think they could have fit bigger buttons on this profile. It's like slightly bigger. I do like the feel of the original PSP. And this is a little bit getting used to it. Now, I will say that this D-pad is actually competent, so, you know, bonus points for that. I have never, ever liked the D-pads for PlayStation products. Anyway, analog sticks are good. I like the analog sticks on the Vita as much as I like the sliding disc on the 3DS. I don't like one better. I don't think they feel the same. They feel different, but in their own ways, I like them equally as much. So good job on Sony for this. I'm not even pointing to the camera. Like this thing, the nub. Shit, garbage. Fuck that shit. No. So anyway, I think that's about it. I just wanted to drop a line and apologize, again for us not doing this as frequently as we could. Hopefully you understand. Al's child is a growing boy, and he's incredibly cute. If you're friends with us, on Facebook, check him out. He's adorable. Looks a lot like Al. But I'm going to shut this down and start the second half. Boot up some Vagrant Story and see how shit rolls. Alright, here we are with Vagrant Stories. Vagrant Story? Vagrant Story? So what I'm going to do is, we are at the title screen, but I'm just going to reset the game on both systems to just try to achieve a sync nexus. No, just a sync. So let's see if we can do this. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, shit. The game will be reset. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah, I guess one's delayed behind the other. That's alright. But I don't know how easily it comes across in the camera, but, you know, Vita screen's obviously bigger. I set the brightness down to 0 on both machines, so we should achieve some parity there. I guess what I'm really interested in is the well, there's a cinematic. I'm really interested in the rendering of the polygons as opposed to anything else. So let's actually hit. Oh no, I guess it's start on both. Okay. So we're gonna hit new game on both at the same time. Go. No. Go. No. Go. There we go. It's circle button. All right. Let's just watch. So I'm going to hold it here for a second. So it looks, from my naked eye, and whoops, and I'm not sure if you can tell it on the video, but the PSP 3000 is kind of warmer, and the Vita is cooler in color temperature. This area here looks more bluish, and this one's like kind of, you know, a little bit more greenish, but softer. And it looks barely sharper on the Vita, very minimally. The Vita supposedly has bilinear filtering turned on. I can't tell. That doesn't look like anything is filtered to me. Now, while this is warmer, I think the contrast is also better here. It just looks like it's richer on the Vita. So let's keep going. Sorry about my face there. I'm gonna stop it here again for a quick second. I don't notice any frame rate differences. I feel like I saw the PS Vita, you know, remain smooth, and then there was like a tiny hitch on the 3000, but that could completely just be my eyes playing tricks on me. I think so far, on the frame rate standpoint, we're pretty much at parity, or I should say we're pretty much matching. So let's move on. Oh, really? All right. So obviously, this is a combat sequence. We're not going to sit through this. Wow, they seem to be doing the exact same thing. Look at that. Look at that. I'm not even doing anything. They're making the same movements. Huh. Look at that. Well, being that I never played this game before, I didn't know if they were randomly moving or if they had the same patterns. But what if I do this? Oh, I'm moving this way, and I'm moving this way. Oh, I don't even have movement set up on... Oh, there we go. All right, now they're going different. Anyway, you get the point. So looks like a pretty fair comparison. You're not going to get that much of a better experience on the Vita. Well, granted, you have the second analog stick. So for games that require the second analog stick, yes, you will have a better experience. The neat thing about the Vita is that also, if I just go here for a second, you can actually go to other settings, and I'm going to retire the 3000 for a second, bring the Vita down into the main area, as it were. You can set the rear touch, which I know is kind of lame, but you can set the rear touch to act as your secondary shoulder buttons. So I'll zoom a little bit in here so you can see the text on the screen. See, look, bilinear filtering was on, but you know, if you ask me, that doesn't look like any filtering was on at all. Screen mode, we want to do controller settings. All right, assign buttons, standard, custom. Whoops, sorry about that. We don't want that. Assign touchscreen. So what I did was I set these four corners act as, you know, virtual buttons. And what I did was I set L3 and R3 to these areas of the touchscreen. And the reason why that is because the analog nubs to the left and the right don't click in. So to get that functionality, I was just like, all right, well, I'll just, you know, tap here and tap there. So that made sense to me. Obviously, you can do it however you want. The rear touchpad has a similar thing where you have the four main quadrants, and it's really hard to distinguish between the top and bottom of the touchpad with your index fingers just like sitting back there. So for me, it's a little difficult. So I just did both top and bottom as L2 for here, and both top and bottom R2 for there. So as I'm gripping the back, I can technically have my index finger on the L trigger and my middle finger on the L2. So, you know, it emulates that grip. So that's about it. That's what PS1 games look like on the Vita. Comparison-wise, they look the same. Looks all good, and I'm looking forward to it.